Today we are going to make one of my favorite vegetarian dishes, Aloo Gobi or cauliflower potato curry. This dish is hearty, comforting and filled with spices. And as a kid, whenever my mom would ask my sister and me what we really wanted for dinner, it was Aloo Gobi. Hi everyone, I am Maneet Chauhan and this is Maneet's Eats, where I break down how to make the best Indian dishes from the market to the dinner table. Before we head to the market, take a moment to subscribe to Food Network's YouTube channel so that you can check more of my favorite recipes. We are here at a local Indian grocery store buying ingredients for our Aloo Gobi. One of the main spices that go into Aloo Gobi is turmeric powder. Turmeric powder not only adds that beautiful golden yellow hue to any dish, it also adds a citrusy flavor to it. This is a foundational spice for a lot of Indian curries. While I'm here, I'm also going to go ahead and grab some cumin seeds. Now, cumin seeds add smokiness to any dish. I like using seeds as opposed to powder because as soon as this hits the oil, it starts releasing these wonderful smoky aromas, which makes the foundational flavor profile for an Aloo Gobi. So the next ingredient that we need is green chilies. We have Indian green chilies, which are the same as the Thai green chilies. Let's go ahead and start cooking. Now that we are back from shopping, the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and chop an onion. Cut the base off like this and then cut the onion in half. Once that's done, let's peel it. Make slits right over here, like this. Now, let's chop it up. Now, when making Indian curries, make sure that you keep the seeds which are in the tomato because that's what gives the juiciness to the entire dish. Just a rough chop works very well. And of course, to add a little bit of heat to your dish, there are some Thai green chilies. You do not chop this, all you do is slit it. The reason why I like to use Thai chilies as opposed to any other serrano or jalapeno, etc. is this is spicier, it is a little bit sharper and more floral. Okay, now let's start cooking. This is the most prized possession in my kitchen, which is a masala dabba. These are the spices that I use the most in my cooking, but in India, each and every region, each and every household has a spice box which is customized to their cuisine or the spices that they use the most. Okay. So to start off with, we are going to be using ghee. Now, ghee is clarified butter. If you want to keep this dish vegan, just replace it with some coconut oil. That works just as well. Now, we are going to wait for the ghee to start melting, and then we are going to add the cumin seeds to it. And then you wait for the cumin seeds to dance because that's the time that they are releasing their true potential. That smokiness of the cumin, which will be the foundation of this entire dish. When the cumin seeds start dancing like this, we're going to go ahead and add onions. Just the sounds of the kitchen make me so happy. Then we go ahead and saute. We are going to wait for the onions to start turning golden brown. So while we are sauteing this, the next step is going to be adding ginger garlic paste. And it's exactly what it sounds. It is equal parts of ginger and garlic, which has been blended with just a little bit of water. The smells are so delicious. Next goes in the chopped tomatoes, the split green chilies. Next goes in the tomato puree. Now I'm going to start adding the spices to this base. I'll start off with the seasoning, which is, of course, salt, some turmeric powder right over here. Next, coriander powder. Next, I'm going to add garam masala. Translated from Hindi means warming spices. Each and every household in India has a unique blend of garam masala which they hold very close to their heart. Then we are going to add some fenugreek leaves. What I do to fenugreek leaves is crush it in my hands before I put it in my base. This is where all the flavor comes out. And then finally, some Kashmiri red chili. Okay, now we'll go ahead and mix this up. And then on a really, really low heat, I'm going to cover this and let the spices slowly start mixing along with this tomato and onion base. So this has been cooking for around a minute. Now this is the base of a lot of Indian dishes. You can make a large quantity of this, put it in the refrigerator for about a week and add whatever you want to it. Okay, now let's start cutting the veggies for Aloo Gobi. Now the one thing that I want you to keep in mind is when you're cutting the cauliflower and the potatoes, they need to be approximately the same size. So we'll start with the cauliflower. So over here, we go ahead and cut the florets off. Just cut the sides off and cut these into cubes exactly like potatoes, and it goes into your dish. Such a beloved vegetable all over India. Different regions in India have it prepared in with different spices. But this is a very seasonal vegetable. So cauliflower comes into the market just as winter is about to start. Okay, next we go to potatoes. So you go ahead and cut it almost the same size as the cauliflower. Now over the years, I have seen a lot of different ways of making Aloo Gobi. People add spinach to it, add peas to it. Again, whatever are your favorite vegetables, just add it to this masala base. It's going to be delicious. Start off by adding the potatoes. Next, we'll add the cauliflower to it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water to help the potatoes and the cauliflower cook. Let's mix this well. Just look at how gorgeous this looks already. Make sure that the masala is all over the cauliflower and the potatoes. That's where the true flavors are going to be absorbed by the cauliflower and the potatoes. So once you've mixed this well, go ahead and cover it. Leave it for around 15 minutes on low flame till the potatoes and the cauliflower is completely cooked through. While the cauliflower and the potatoes are cooking, let's work on the garnish. Fresh ginger, probably one of my favorite aromatics. The best way to peel ginger is with a spoon. I would not suggest using a knife to peel ginger because that's a sure shot way of injuring yourself. You can use a peeler, that works just as well, but a spoon is so convenient. Now what we are going to do with ginger is to cut it into really fine juliennes. Take your time. So I'm really looking at fine julienne. They are really thin sticks so that when you bite into it, it is not only ginger that overtakes the entire bite. The next garnish is going to be cilantro, which you will probably see as a garnish for most of Indian dishes. The stems of the cilantro is probably one of my most prized possessions because this is where all the flavor of the cilantro is there. So I go ahead, cut the roots off, fold it up, and then go ahead and chop it. Let's check and see if our Aloo Gobi is ready. Okay, looks like our Aloo Gobi is ready to be served. Going to transfer it into a bowl. So don't waste any of this masala. As kids, what we used to do, my sister and I would always have a fight as to who gets to eat this. We would take some freshly made chapatis and make sure that all of this deliciousness was enjoyed by us. Okay, let's go ahead and garnish it with the cilantro, some of the julienne ginger. Look at how delicious this looks. It's ready to be served. It's ready for dinner. You can have it by itself or grab some more chapatis. For me, this is a bite of childhood memories. This is what I love about this dish. It takes something as humble as a potato and a cauliflower and adds such a riot of flavors to it. This is absolutely delicious. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy this incredible vegetarian dish as much as I do. If you make this recipe, please leave a comment and let me know how it turned out. And don't forget to subscribe to Food Network's YouTube channel so you can catch all the episodes of Maneet's Eats. See you next time.